Today I'm going to show you a game I had in my British medium, the FV4202. This is a tier 10 medium tank, much maligned. It's a bit weak in terms of its front turret armour. Speed's only 40k, it's not as fast as some of the Russian mediums. It's a good all-rounder. I've had a couple of good games in it. Recently I had a Radley Walters in it. It comes after the Centurion 7-1, which is a great tier 9. It just has a better rate of fire. Not quite as good a armour on the front of the turret. I've got quite a good crew in this one. I've had them around for a while. They've been spec'd for view range and mobility. They have brothers in arms to try and help me just get a little bit extra on everything. I think the view range on this with the binoculars up, I think looks like 596 meters, which basically means anything that's within rendered range I can see and I can shoot at. This is quite a nice tank. It moves around at 40k, so it's reasonably mobile, it's reasonably agile. It's actually not brilliant at anything, but the L7 105 gun is really good. The APCR rounds on this can penetrate most things. I don't carry much in the way of ordinary HESH ammo. It's very situational. I very rarely fire it, even the premium HESH. Which has much better penetration and can do an average of around about 500 damage, is pretty good. But again, situational. I save it for use in clan wars only, and to be honest, even in clan wars as part of Caledonian Steel Warriors, I very rarely fire HESH. I save it for the occasional large arty that I want to just get rid of in one shot. This is a good game that you're about to see. It's my best game ever in the FV4202. I've had a couple of games that have come close to this before, where I've been left on steps on my own. Not on my own in this one, but this is a real carry from the FV4202. I like steps. Steps is a good map for this tank because it allows you to move around. It's very mobile. The only issue with this map is that if you have arty, you're very exposed to arty, being killed by arty a lot on this map. And this FV4202 is pretty soft and weakly armoured, and arty tends to give it a pretty hard time. So not much else to say on that. Just let you have a look in the garage for a little bit longer, just see how my guys are set up. The equipment on this is binoculars, gun lane drive, and vertical stabilizers. This is just so that when I'm stationary I can shoot to the maximum range, and when I'm moving I don't have to worry about the vertical stabilizers do this for me. So here we are, moving on to the gameplay. We're on steps. This is a pretty nice matchup for this tank. There's only a couple of tier 10s. I like this map. I tend to go up towards, it's an encounter game, so I tend to go up to where the undulations on the cap are at the moment, because it gives you plenty of scope to be hulled down. The gun depression on this tank is pretty good, and the having the gun drive and the vertical stabilizer allows you to pop up and take snapshots pretty quickly. I've got quite a quick machine, so the load in takes quite a long time to read everybody else. We've got 5 seconds to go, so let's get ready to see what a game I have in the FV4202. So moving up with the heavies, looks like everyone's heading off to the cap. I've got a T-54 coming up with me. I quite fancy this tank. I haven't gone down the Russian line yet. I've gone down the British heavy line, the British medium line, and I'm working down the Russian heavy line at the moment. So getting towards tier 10, but up to speed 40k across all these undulations, and the T-54 is pulling away ahead of me. So there's the usual heavy spots are down in the southwest corner there, and there's a few of them appeared, but there's a T-71 that's just popped up. Just have a quick look and see what we've got. So the T-71 just popped up and spotting everybody. So I thought I would just stop and see whether I had a chance to take any shots on him, because if he's lighting everybody up, then it's making it difficult for everybody else. I've got no shot on him from there, but he's pulled back out. So I've got a shot on him here, clean shot in the back, and that's a good hit. That's about half his health gone, and he's still showing. He obviously doesn't realise where he's being shot from. So get another chance for a shot here. There we go. I've left him on very low health, which is one of the tank's RNG's fancy way of giving everybody a chance to play the last of the game. So I thought just hang around here. Nobody on the cap at the moment, and no enemy lighting up at the cap. So just donkey that shot, just miss him completely. Don't miss many in this game. He's just gone back down behind that rock again. So just be patient, wait for it to come back out. As you can see, the range here is pretty neat for this tank. Here he goes, here he comes, and he's dead, so that's killed him. So time to move back now and support the guys who are sitting around the cap. They're actually on the cap, which is something not a bad way to go on this map. But they've got a few challenging heavies. There's an IS-7 there, T-54. T-52 I think, Tiger 2. So there's quite a few heavies around there for them to worry about. But we've got quite a strong force. So just want to move back over, try and get behind this ridge. Stops you getting shot from the southeast corner. There's a few ridges there introduced in the 9.0 version of this map that allow you a bit more cover and allow you to push forward a wee bit. So that is 7 up behind the rock, and there's a few heavies down at the bottom, so I'm just going to push forward. This is a bit of a risky one, just in case the IS-7 pops out, but he's not coming out, doesn't look like it. There's a couple of tanks down there, 3 heavies that I'd like to get a pop at, but none of them are coming out. So let's see if we can get a shot in the IS-7, just corner, track the rear axle. All that would do is track him, wouldn't do any damage, be a waste of a shot. T-54 pops up here, leaves himself open, so a good shot on the side of him. So I've been spotted first time, so just let's pull back. See if we get into cover, just where that 4502A is. The shot on T-54, so it just pulls in time. So in the meantime, the whole of the western flank is looking like it's collapsing. We're down to 2 tanks, a Conqueror and an IS-3 I think. And around about now, the IS-3 gets his, there we go, gets murdered, which leaves all we've got left is a Conqueror against 6 tanks. I think there's Tiger 2, 3 IS-3s, M103. I think there may have been another Tiger 2 in there as well. So I stop here and signal the T-54 to come and help, because 6 heavies on my own is a bit of an ask. So here we go. This IS-3's coming through quickly already, they're on full health. So I hit him, shot at him, bang, bounce. Very rare bounce. He still can't see me, he's not firing back. He's spotted me now. Let's see, he's moving underneath, so I take a shot at the second one. Bang. That's quite a good shot, so he'll be about 4 hits to kill, unless I'm really lucky with the RNG. I'll do around about 400. So shots coming, so that's a bounce, that bounced off the top of the turret. That's another good hit on the IS-3. So yeah, so it bounced off the top of the turret, just above the gun. It's pretty well angled there, so if they do shoot there, the weakness is this commander's cupola, and if anybody decides just to shoot straight through the front of this IS-7's at low health, so we'll just take him out to prioritise and bounce another one. So it's just about prioritising kills. I think over 3,000 damage already without having taken any hits. The Tiger 2 is the obvious target here. He's pretty soft to the front, so straight through the front plate. He's not angled very well and he's wide in the open. And there's a firing line now behind me of guys that come up off the cap. So they're helping me manage these guys. He's trying to angle for another good shot. I'm worried that one of these heavies are trying to round the back and flank me. Meantime, I'm spotting and another hit. So Tiger 2's having a bad day. Here's that's the first damage I've taken. I think that's another hit on the Tiger 2. So there's a few tanks have actually started to push up now. This is not getting to be a great position for me. I'll just see if I can finish on the Tiger 2. This one bounces, I think. Yep. So just go back and drop back again. Reload's not bad on this, about 7 seconds, 7.5 seconds. Should give him the chance twice. There we go, dead Tiger 2. So that's 3 kills already. See this IS-7 moving out. I just want to kind of try and stop him in his tracks. And he hits me. That's probably at the turret. There's still no shot on him. So they know I'm here, so it's time to make a move and go and see if we can hide somewhere else. I think as I come around here I've done 5,555 damage already. It's quite, I'm trying to see whether I had a shot through the centre there, but didn't. So let's see if we can go around and see a few tanks coming in the central room. This M103's coming round. See if I have a shot on him. So there's a good shot to the lower plate coming. There we go. And I pull back as quick as I can. This is pretty quick backwards and forwards, and he just donkeys it into the bank in front of me. I don't think I'll be reloaded on time to get another shot on him. So he's backing off, scared of me. No reason to be. This is a soft tank. M103 can murder me if he decides to press it. I'm on about half health, so I've taken a few hits, but getting to the point now where it's getting close to being able to trade health for damage, and this Tiger 2 is giving me the side of the turret. So that's a pretty easy shot. He's not looking at me. Straight in. Another good hit. And this is consistent damage the whole way through. So move back around, see if I can get some more shots. On steps, the ability to stay mobile is quite a good thing. See if we get any shots on these guys here. Don't want to poke too much of an angle. So if you go down the hill a little bit here, see whether we can get anything. No shots there. No shots there. The turret's on the. I could have shot some of the IS-3. I'm sure people will criticise me for that, but I'm trying to shoot this Tiger 2, but don't get this off the ground just in front of them. So they know I'm there. We've still got a good firing line. It looks like we're being pressed a little on the cap, but they're not moving up, so that's good. So his IS-3's come round. Let's see if I can get some shots. So he's tracked me. It's a good hit on him there. I think the first one I shot himself bounced. But not using a repair kit here. I'm going to save it for later. Backing off. I think I did another good shot on him. So there's another bounce. I had a few bounces in this game that should have gone straight through, but he's bounced on me. So he's obviously shooting at my lower plate, my upper plate, which is pretty well angled. That's another good hit on the IS-3. These guys around to my right don't seem to want to move forward, and they're paying the price for it, to be honest. So let's just press a little bit on this IS-3 and try and get a bit more flanking. So he's just gone up the hill a little bit. We got a shot. Ready? I try on the side of this M103, but I think his turret's too angled, so that bounces off him. He doesn't have a shot on me because he doesn't have the gun depression. He's side on this hill. So let's see what we've got. Push through again. He still doesn't have a shot because he's still side on. So I'm not too worried about him. So here comes the IS-3. I'll donkey that off the ground in front of him and take another hit in the tracks. But in the meantime I'm loaded, and the only thing that can fire at me is this IS-3, so let's just